So remember what we said about parentheses? When you see a parentheses, that means what?
It means do it first.
Okay, but when you see parentheses, what does parentheses mean? Indicate what operation?
PINDOS.
What operation?
Keep change foot.
Multiplication, division, addition, or subtraction. When you see that, what does that mean? Multiplication. So if you multiply a negative times a negative, it's always going to be a positive number. You're not going to remember that. I don't expect you to remember that now. It's one of the most difficult rules and the most confusing rules I think there is in math. So, this is your example. What is 6 minus parentheses negative 3? I hope you all wrote that down because I wanted you to. Yes. Because down here it says 6 minus the minus 3 actually means equals 6 plus 3, which equals 9. You need to write those two examples down. Oh, both of them? Sorry. Oh.
So you're writing this part, and this part, and this part.
Jacob, are you writing this down? Because I'm not happy with you anyway. Okay, so we've been reading it to you and reading it to you, so you should be able to have it down from the reading.
Kill battle.
Both examples.
Then they people from on the they battle each other to test this thing.
Yeah, I thought this would be awesome.
Do you have to
Yeah, but it's like a Japanese version of it.
No, we didn't take it good. We said it's hard to see.
Okay, can I move on?
Yeah.
Okay, you have about 30 seconds because I can't. Right here?
I'm just make YouTube videos. That's what I'm doing right now. See? Okay.
Okay, so we're not going to go into subtracting a positive and adding a negative right now. We're not going to go into that. We're not going to go into that. No, not yet. Okay, so we're going to take a look at these questions. Okay, so this says Charles has $5 in his pocket. So what kind of money is that? $5 in his pocket. Positive 5. Write that down for question number 1. But Brad owes $2. What kind of number is that? Negative 2. And Alex owes $6. What kind of number is that? Okay, so you're gonna have to figure out which graph represents. Remember, they're indicated by the letters of the first name, which I didn't.
So Charles is a C, Brad is a B, and Alec is an A. So you have to look at the different diagrams down here and figure out which one represents this number sentence. Well, you can tell the order though. You can kind of tell the order.
Okay, so if the zero's here, you're gonna be able to tell if it's negative or positive.
Okay, if this is the 0, right? If this is the 0, you see my line I'm making? Alright,
Yeah,
so
you're going to be
if this is the 0, Pat has $5 in his
You're going to be
pocket.
wet on this game.
Which side of the 0 is the C going to be on? The left or the right? He has $5 in his pocket. It's going to be on the right. So can this one work? No. Flash and trash. Can this one work?
No.
Flash and trash. Can this one work?
Yes.
No. Can this one work?
These assholes.
Yes. So now you have 2 to choose from.
Alico's $2. There's $2. It's $2. Oh, but that says Alico's. Oh, I'm sorry. Alico's.
Alec owes 6 and Brad owes 2. So which one's going to be closer to the 0? Brad only owes 2. So.
What? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So
Okay.
so this would be.
So if this is the 6, and Alec owes 6, could this be Alec? No. No, so it's gotta be.
Yeah, B. Okay, one other thing before we do any more of those, I want to go back and show you something. One, two. This is just kind of, don't worry about that. Okay, so here's what I want you to see. Okay, this is our number line we started with. Absolute value. Absolute value is the distance from 0. So absolute value, you can write this down. Absolute value.
You don't have to copy the number line again, but just write absolute value
Is the
is the
distance
distance from
from
0.
0.
Absolute value is the distance.
We're not going now, the other thing we're doing anyway, so don't worry about it. The distance from 0. Absolute value is written like this. So you need to write that down. When you have it down, put the pencil down. Oh.
Absolute value is the distance from 0. And then you want to draw that sample. You want to draw those absolute value brackets.
That's all right.
Fine.
You need to write that and include that in there. It's a distance from 0. Okay, so absolute value is the distance from 0. So that means, even on my number line, I can be standing on 0, okay? And that way,
You guys just
look on the floor.
here. This is where Miss King is. She's at 0.
Okay, so I'm in the middle, so negative numbers are that way, positive numbers are that way. If I say to Miss Supple, what is the absolute value of 10? She's going to say,
I'm going to say, well, how many places from 0 is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
so how far, what is the absolute value of negative 10?
10.
That's all there is to it. That's what. No, it's the distance from 0.
How many places from 0? Because we changed this and it wasn't a negative, and we said 6. What is the absolute value of 6? No, it's not the opposite.
Where's absolute
How
value?
many places is 6 from the number line? From 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So absolute value of 6 is 6.
So there is.
Don't just somebody said, oh no, it's going to be negative 6. We just put the opposite.
Ethan, knock it off. So when you say absolute value, it means nothing except for the distance from 0. You're going to see that a lot. You're going to get tested on what do these brackets mean. They're going to throw that negative in the center. It doesn't matter. When you see the sign for absolute value, the only thing they're asking you is how far it is from 0. And it can only be as far as the number itself. Yes. Well, that doesn't surprise me.
So real quick, if we had an absolute value of negative 3, what is its value?
3. Good
But
job.
negative 3 is simply 3 places from 0.
We have
So look, absolute value of negative 3 equals 3. That's what you're going to see.
What are we doing, Derek? Turn around. We're not done. You said we were done.
And
Okay. Oh, yeah.
5 is what? No. Five.
She like
One. 5 is 0. 5.
Michael, to the right. What's your name on this paper? What's your name on this paper when you get it?
Isn't that like the best song ever?
No. The song could gayest song ever heard.
Isn't it touching?
Put your name on this paper when you get it. Put your name, today's date, and your period. The period line got goes down to the second line.
Said that with Mr. Bravo, and then you just stared at me.
Are you done with that? Sheet right there. That's a
And then you just stared at me. And then I said, why did you say that?
Okay, name, date, and period.
Kind of hesitated.
Name, date, and period. The first thing it says is
It's messed in.
problem, the highest elevation. And north, first of all, look at the very top of the paper, it says opposites. You see where it will show you what the opposites are? Okay, it says the highest elevation in North America is Mount McKinley, which is how far above sea level? How far above sea level? Okay, so what would we call sea level? What would we call sea level? What would sea level be on a number line?
Let's put
0. So sea level would be 0. So they're saying that Mount McKinley is the tallest, highest elevation in North America. It's 20,320 feet above sea level. The lowest elevation is Death Valley, which is, you might want to do it like a thermometer.
I would never want to go there.
The lowest elevation is Death Valley, which is 282. Is that right? I can feet below sea level.
It's so dry.
What is the distance from the top of Mount McKinley to the bottom of Death Valley? Well, you see how we turned our number line on its side? Do you see how we turned the? You're not even paying the least bit of attention. Not anything at all. What am I talking about? Do I need to make a phone call home? You need to pay attention. Okay, do you see how we turned the number line on its side?
yes.
Okay, so we're looking, and do you know that would be, this is like a coordinate plane in a way? We're gonna talk about more about that this week. So we have Death Valley. Down here is below sea level. We have Mount McKinley. So how are we gonna find out the answer to this question? You do subtract. Thank you. So go ahead and subtract and tell me what you find out.
What?
Go ahead and subtract and tell me what you find out. I didn't take your microphone off because I was just getting standing. Okay, you have a positive number and you have a negative number. Got it. This is how it look like.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you said 20,600?
I got 20,300.
If you said 20,160, you're not right. Remember, what was your rule that you wrote down? When you're subtracting